Do you want to know what's more exciting to me? Do you want to know what was more exciting? Me actually being at uni! No joke! I normally hate being at university. I normally do, sorry for my hair being messy. But normally I hate being at university because I'm away from wrestling, you know? I'm away from wrestling. Sorry about that, there was a fly in my room. Normally, I hate being at university because it interferes. It interferes with my reflection when it comes to, you know, wrestling. At this point, I'm starting to think maybe my channel should be more than just WWE. There's a new video game coming out that I'm really looking forward to buying. I should probably start talking about that. Or some other things. If this is how bad WWE is going to make it, trash. I want to get on to the first thing that I want to talk about. I want to talk about one thing. WWE. WWE think we are absolute dickheads. WWE think we are retards. WWE think we are stupid. They book a no disqualification match between AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura, or as how it should be pronounced, as Shinsuke Nakamura, as how it should be pronounced. In a no disqualification match, we know the rules. Okay? We're not morons, we're not idiots. We know the rules of a no disqualification match. No disqualification means no countouts, no disqualifications, anything goes. It's no rules. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa had a non-sanctioned match. Did that have any countouts involved? No. So why did this no disqualification match have countouts? So basically there is disqualifications. If there's a countout, what is this? Who does WWE think we are? Do they think we're brainless children? Do they think do they really think we are that stupid? WWE Creative friggin' sucks as hell, man. No wonder why King Schmidt made that video about why creative sucks. 25 creative people, or however many creative people they have. And you're telling me, and you are telling me, that these people thought it was a good idea to add countouts to this no disqualification match. It makes Nakamura and AJ Styles look like idiots. It makes them look even worse. Seriously. We're getting another round. We're getting another AJ Styles Nakamura match. How much more can I see? Sure, these two are phenomenal and they're great at what they do. But honestly, how much more of this can I take? It's the same shit with these two. Nakamura, all he wants to do is low blow AJ Styles. If you want to continue this feud, at least make me care. At least make me care. Seeing Nakamura doing the phenomenal ball arm, as what Wrestle Talk call it, or as what I call it. Oh, I forgot the name I call it. But doing the low blow the balls, I think I said. I can't remember. I can't remember what I said. Low blow AJ Styles balls. I really can't remember. Low blow to balls or something. I can't remember what I said. I just say random shit one day, and seriously, I was so pissed off at university when I heard this. I just said a random word and it just came out so wonderful, and I can't even remember how I said it. But all I know is this, that WWE think we're idiots. WWE think we are idiots by having Nakamura, Nutcracker Nakamura, and AJ Styles wrestle in a no disqualification match where it was a double countout. Or in other words, a no contest. How? Can you tell me? Can you tell me why are there countouts in a no disqualifications match? Tell me! This match, you know, this match should have had a winner. I think it is coming to the conclusion where WWE just do not want Nakamura as WWE champion. That's what it's making me believe. It's making me believe that WWE just don't want Nakamura WWE champion. Well, if you don't want the guy WWE champion, make the freaking guy lose. Make the guy lose if you don't want him as WWE champion. Because if you don't trust him, why do you keep putting him in these matches? Drop him down to the United States title picture if you want. Sure, I don't think a lot of people would like that, but if that's where Nakamura needs to be for WWE to trust him, then go with it. I think a heel Nakamura would fit great with that US title, in my opinion. But yes, I agree, he should be WWE champion. I'm not saying I like the idea of being... I'm not saying I like the idea of him being a mid-card guy. No. He should be WWE champion. He should have been WWE champion at SummerSlam last year when he was Jinder Mahal. That's when he should have been WWE champion. But no. Nakamura, WWE has no faith in Nakamura. Whether if he's a face or if he's a friggin' heel, they just don't trust him. I was thinking, okay, Vince obviously, you know, doesn't see good in face Nakamura. He obviously wants heel Nakamura. He likes to see Nakamura portray himself as a heel and he can get over that way. But do I really need to see another AJ Styles Nakamura match? Do I really need to see another match between these two? I say this all the time when it comes to NXT. I don't like NXT putting on repetitive matches. But still, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And guess what else? And guess what else? Fans were leaving. Well, actually, that's something I'll get onto in the main event. WWE, and this is the kicker. This is the kicker. Styles and Nakamura wasn't the main event. Styles and Nakamura wasn't the main event. Who was the main event? This following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Roman Reigns Championship. Roman Reigns, once again, main events. I just want to burst out in anger. I said when I got home on Twitter. When I got home on Twitter, I expressed how freaking frustrated and angry I am with this pay-per-view. Not just from these two matches, nearly every match, except for one. Except for one match, but throughout most of the show, most of these matches didn't make sense. Maybe Daniel Bryan's win over Big Cass made a lot of sense, especially after what happened after the match. But seriously, WWE, you really do not give a shit. Do you want to know what's going to happen one day, WWE? One of these days, there are going to be people absolutely abandoning your company. There's going to be fans abandoning your product. They're going to go start watching, you know, Tennille Dashwood tearing the house down in Ring of Honor. People would rather go start watching New Japan and see Okada and Omega. You know? People are sooner or later going to start going to other products, like Ring of Honor, like a New Japan. People are going to start abandoning your product. If you don't stop being ignorant. You gotta stop being ignorant. But the Roman Reigns agenda continues. The Roman Reigns agenda should be over. It doesn't matter how many times he loses. And this match is where people were actually legit leaving the show. There were people legit leaving during this match. That shows you how much people did not give a shit about this match. Seriously. Roman Reigns is a god-awful character. I can't stand this guy. Can't stand him. I don't know why people like him. Seriously. You're obviously people that want... These are obviously people... The people that like Roman Reigns are obviously the people that agree with Vince McMahon and want Vince McMahon to push him. I have a friend of mine who likes Roman Reigns, but I'm not going to judge him. He hates fans who rage. He hates those type of fans who rage on Roman Reigns. But hey, I rage on Roman Reigns, and at least he actually accepts what I say. At least he doesn't completely bash me or say, "Oh, I'm not your friend anymore because you hate Roman Reigns." At least he actually respects my opinion. Backlash was a terrible, terrible show. People were leaving during the Joe Roman Reigns match. That shows you how much people care. And it's not Samoa Joe's fault. It's not Samoa Joe's fault. It's not Roman Reigns' fault. Whose fault is it? The old man, Vince McMahon. It's the old man's fault. He just does not give a shit about our product. He's burying... You know Seth Rollins' theme song says, "Burn it down"? Well, he's pretty much burning down his entire product by not listening to the fans. Let's get on with some other things. You know, like the women. You know, I've tried everything in my power to think positive about, you know, the women. I'm always, you know, on the defensive with the women because the women you know, I've always come on here and I've stated I like the women's division. I like women. I don't like to judge, but... Oh my god, man. My god, what is WWE doing? I like Alexa Bliss, but this is just ridiculous. What is this match? Is this match for the Raw Women's Championship or for the bully... or who can be the biggest bully championship? Seriously, they should give... Instead of giving the Raw Women's title to Nia Jax, they should give her the title of Bully Championship. They should give Nia Jax a Bullying Championship. Seriously. Nia Jax beats Alexa Bliss congratulations. Alexa Bliss is now pretty much done with the women's title. Everybody's turned on Alexa. Nobody gives a shit about Alexa Bliss anymore. Oh, why do people not give a shit about Alexa Bliss anymore? Is it because her character? Is it because she's become one of the most successful women on the main roster? Or is it Vince McMahon? You can't tell me that you can go from liking Alexa Bliss in 2016 when she was on SmackDown to absolutely miserably burying and shitting on her. There's no way you can go from liking her on SmackDown in 2016 to completely burying and shitting on this girl. There's no way. Alexa Bliss suffered a shoulder injury during this match. Now, I don't put any ill will on anybody when they're injured, but I think this is a good thing for Alexa. Getting injured is definitely going to freshen things up. It's going to freshen things up. She's going to go away for a while. You know, she's going to recover from her injuries. And then maybe when she comes back, and I swear to God, please, WWE, listen to me. Alexa Bliss needs to come back as a face. I've come on here and stated many times, I just cannot stand heel Alexa anymore. Heel Alexa has gone on long enough. She might be one of the best talkers in the women's division, one of the best talkers, and carry a promo really well. She knows how to carry a feud very well with her mic skills. It's damn impressive. But I just cannot click with heel Alexa anymore. It's run its course. Bring her back as a face. That's all I ask for. Carmella. Let's talk about the cringe cess of Cringy Island. She's not the princess of Staten Island. She's the cringe cess. She's the cringe-cess of Staten Island. Her theme song shouldn't be called F-A-B-U-L-O-U-S. Her theme song should go C-R-I-N-G-E. Cringe. I wanted to give Carmella a chance. I was willing to give Carmella a chance as a champion, just to see how well she could handle herself. But to me, she's nothing more than a modified AJ Lee. Seriously. She's just a modified AJ Lee. Like, the last time I saw Carmella, I remember seeing her skipping to the ring, very similar to how AJ Lee would do it, and she was actually holding the title very similar. And I don't like comparing modern day wrestlers to people from the past. Now, I know AJ Lee isn't really the past. You know, it's still, like, she's like, you know, like 4 years since her retirement. But, still, I don't like comparing nowadays wrestlers to people that I look up to. But seriously, Carmella is just terrible. She's just terrible. She's horrible. I just can't stand it. I wanted to give Carmella a chance. But after her constant cringing and yelling and screaming, I don't mind girls screaming. But hearing it all the time, especially with Carmella, it's just annoying. And Liv Morgan's even doing it now. I don't mind girls cringing and screaming. Well, actually I hate cringe, but I don't mind girls screaming when it's right to scream. Carmella almost damn near gave me a headache. Charlotte loses this match. So, let's refreshen this. Let's refreshen things here. Charlotte taps out Asuka at WrestleMania, ending the streak. She loses her title via cash-in. And now she can't beat Carmella. She can't beat Carmella. And WWE wants Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania next year. They want Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey next year. Having Charlotte lose to Carmella is not going to make people believe she can beat Ronda Rousey. Think about that. And look, I know I made a video saying that Asuka losing her streak was a good thing. But now, Charlotte can't beat Carmella. She can beat the Empress, but she can't beat a scrawny little girl who's from Staten Island. What does that tell you about Charlotte? What does that tell you about Charlotte? And I was about to begin the hashtag of they do it for Charlotte, or it's all about Charlotte. But Vince McMahon obviously has a Carmella t-shirt on somewhere. Awful. Absolutely awful. What else am I going to talk about here? We'll talk about Seth Rollins and The Miz. We'll only talk about the only good thing. Gets a little bit of positivity here. This match was good. The Miz, I hate The Miz, but I'll tell you what. Him by himself, with no Maurice, no Bo Dallas, no Curtis Axel. You know, The Miz is pretty good when he's not with anyone. Now for granted, Maurice should have been like Lana in a way. Now, you remember when Rusev made his debut? You know, and Lana, all she did was stand out there and not do anything. You know, she always stood out there. She never did anything. She let Rusev do business. Just crush his opponents. Or Paul Heyman just stands out there and watches Brock Lesnar do his business. That's how Maurice should have been handled. Maurice should have been one of those people who should just stand outside the ring and not do anything. Okay? That's what Maurice should be. When she comes back, if she ever does come back and continues her duties to being the manager of The Miz, she needs to be like that. She needs to be standing outside the ring and watching Miz wrestle. But because she has a child, I doubt she will ever come back. Maurice is a fine woman to look at. She was probably the only thing I liked about Miz's matches when she was there. But with Miz wrestling on his own, it was good. It was actually good. You know? No Bo Dallas, no Curtis Axel, no Maurice. It was good. It was actually good to see the guy actually fight on his own. Seth Rollins winning made a lot of sense. So hopefully we might see a Finn Balor heel turn. Now, I know a lot of people... Now, I've got my own personal opinions on Finn Balor's heel turn. And I'll probably make a separate video about that. Maybe on my Raw review or one of the days when I'm free and I'm not doing any videos. But, if there's one thing I'll say about Finn Balor's heel turn, I'll say it here. He needs to be the demon when he goes heel, because I think the demon character can be his heel character. That's all I'll say. And I think that will be good. Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton. Now, you know me. I'm a Randy Orton mark. I'm a big Randy Orton fanboy. I'll defend him when people when people complain that he buried anybody. But I'm gonna sit here and tell you guys, I'm 100% with Randy Orton losing. I'm 100% with it. I'm 100% with Randy Orton losing. I'm being honest here. It doesn't bother me. If it results him into turning heel, then fine. But if it results in nothing, that's when things will change. That's all I gotta say about this match. Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley beating the Yep movement. More like the buried movement, don't you think? Holy moly, have Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens fallen flat on their face since returning to Monday Night Raw. And everybody wanted them on Raw. Everybody wanted these two on Monday Night Raw. Have they won a match since their return to Raw? Nope. They're not the Yep movement. They're probably the buried movement. But I don't know. I really don't know. Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman. You know, obviously Lashley and Strowman were going to win because they're the two powerful guys. They need to look strong. But still though, boy oh boy, have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn fallen flat since returning to Monday Night Raw. I'm not going to talk about the Ruby Riott Bayley match on the pre-show because I don't think anybody would care. But either way, Ruby Riott won. Who cares? The last match on here that I'm going to be talking about is, and this is the last match I haven't spoken about, is Daniel Bryan and Big Cass. Now, when I saw the result of Daniel Bryan beating Big Cass, I was like, okay, good. I was like, okay, good. At least they are not going to kill Daniel Bryan. That was the one thing I was happy with. I was like, good. I'm glad they didn't kill Daniel Bryan. But then at the same time, I'm like, well, if Cass loses clean, then it pretty much derails everything he has been saying. And yes, the little midget thing, and I know I didn't do my SmackDown review. The reason why I didn't get a chance to do my SmackDown review is because my Wi-Fi just cut out, and then I found, and now I found out the solution. You will find out more about that when I post a video about it later, because I made a video on my phone specifically about that. But Daniel Bryan taps out Big Cass, but then Big Cass attacks Daniel Bryan after the match. Now this is something I'm actually very okay with, because at least it doesn't make Big Cass look like a wimp. It doesn't make him look like a wimp that he tapped out to Daniel Bryan, but then he attacks him after the match. So at least that doesn't make him a wimp. That's the one thing I can appreciate. But overall, guys, Backlash was a disappointment. It was miserable. They call it the best of both worlds. I think it was more like the worst of both worlds. We didn't get the best of both worlds. We got the worst of both worlds here. Trash. Undeniable trash. And if anyone disagrees with me, And if anybody disagrees with me, that is okay. That's okay. Because I'm not going to lash out if you disagree with me. I'm not the type of person to destroy anyone for disagreeing with me. I just thought it was a disappointment. And I'm probably going to stick by that claim very well, man. Very, very well. Anyway, that's your backlash. What else is there for me to say? Honestly, what else is there for me to say on this stupidly booked pay-per-view? What else is there for me to say? If you enjoyed Backlash, fine. You know, I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to judge you if you enjoyed, you know, Backlash. Maybe I should start judging people if they enjoy anything, but that's not me. That's not me. I'm fair. I'm fair with everyone. I'm fair with everyone. If you thought it was a good show, you can think it's a good show. If you thought it was if you thought it was trash and it was bad, you can think that. Here in my world, everybody has a voice, and it doesn't bother me at all. Thank you all so much for watching this video. This was more of a rant on Backlash. Sure, I settled down a little bit, but this is something that really angered me. This is not a Backlash review. This was more like a TRASHLASH or Backtrash, whatever kind of slogan you're gonna come up with. We all know it's bad. We all knew it was bad, but thank you all for joining me. Hope you guys liked the video. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up. Comment your thoughts down below, your thoughts on Backlash. Be sure to follow me on Twitter @PValentine. And I'll also bring up a video later on today about the situation that happened over the course of the week where I lost my Wi-Fi on my computer and I found out the solution to it. Be ready for that video. I'll talk to you guys later.